Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers at 24/7. My name is Amanjyot, and we are here to discuss another MCQ series on principles and practices of banking. Okay. So before starting the session, good morning to all of you. How are you all? Let me know. Audio, video, both are okay. Are we good to go? So let's start the session. Before starting the session, one important thing is that if you have not subscribed the Adda 24 Officers at 24/7 channel, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. And if you have not downloaded the Adda 24/7 application yet, then do download the application, because here you will find multiple questions, unlimited questions for your banking awareness, basic knowledge. Okay. So let's start. Good morning to all of you. How are you all? So let's start with the first question, which is asking about the Basel III. So we have discussed Basel Committee is the type of committee which was created to make sure that banks are not facing any kind of credit risk, or we can say default risk, operational risk, market risk, any types of any kind of risk should not expose to the bank. That's why Basel Committee was there. So Basel Committee on Banking Supervision is what it gives the international banking regulations, which will be followed by the countries who are the member of Basel Committee. So let's see what the question is asking. Ideas on which Basel III measures are based on. That on which idea Basel III measures are based on, the question is asking. First is saying improve the banking sector's ability to shock due to financial and economic instability. Second is saying improving risk management ability and governance of the banking sector. Third is saying strengthen the bank's transparency and disclosures. So which of the following are the measures on which Basel III norms are based on? A, B, C or D? Which of the following will be the right option? So do one thing immediately, those candidates who are live in the session, do like the session once, and also share the session with your colleagues who are linked to you on another social media platform or multiple social media platform. Do share the session there once, okay? So which of the following will be right answer? A, B, C or D? So we are talking about Basel norms. So first of all, Basel Committee on Banking Supervision is the committee which creates the international banking regulations, and that committee has given us three Basel norms: Basel I, Basel II and Basel III. So we are talking about here the Basel III norms. Okay, first is B. Everyone is going with B option. B is saying A, B, C, all. It means all are the measures on which the Basel III norms are based on. Okay. Yes, correct answer, right answer is your B option, that all are correct. A, B, C, all the three are correct. These three are the measures on which Basel norm 3 is dependent on. Okay. If we talk about Basel I came to mainly focus on the credit risk, that how to reduce the credit risk in the banking system. When the Basel II came, Basel II mainly focused on the credit risk, market risk and operational risk. Okay. Then when we came to the Basel III, we have introduced that not only the risk, but apart from risk, we have to make sure that there is transparency in the banking system. There is more disclosures to the central bank, so that the central bank will be capable of handling the situation of fraud and all. So ye sari cheezein, all these things has been implemented under the Basel III. All these things has been implemented under Basel III. Okay. Now let's start with move to the second question. So second question is asking about again the Basel Committee. So we have to find out the correct statement regarding Basel Committee on Banking Supervision. It's not bank, it is banking supervision. Basel Committee on Banking Supervision. This is the full form of BCBS. Okay, I have told you many times that it is important that you cover the abbreviations, because that is confirmed. From abbreviation there will be questions. So if we know that there will be question from abbreviation, and this is the static knowledge you have to gain, so do start reading the abbreviations. Do make sure that you are on regular basis revising the abbreviations. Okay, so what does BCBS stand for? It stands for Basel Committee on Banking Supervision, not the bank supervision. Okay. Now the question is asking which of the following statement is correct. So first is saying it is a committee under Bank for International Settlement, that is BIS. Bank for International Settlement. Bank for International Settlement is the Oldest international financial institution. BIS is the oldest international financial institution. All the financial institution like World Bank, IMF, ADB, NDB, all that came after the BIS. So BIS is the oldest international financial institution. Okay. Now, second statement is saying established in 1903. We are talking about BIS. So established in 1903, BIS is owned by 20 central banks representing countries from around the world that together account for about 95% of world GDP. Okay, and the third statement is saying its headquarters is in Basel, which is a city in Switzerland. Fourth is saying its mission is to serve the central banks in their pursuit of monetary and financial stability, foster international cooperation in those areas, and to act as a bank for the central bank. So, which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Second is B. B and C, two options are coming. Which of the following is correct? Okay. So, if we talk about Basel Committee, it is committee under the Bank for International Settlement. That is the correct statement. Okay. If we talk about second statement, it's not correct because BIS established in the year 1930 and it not only covers 20 central banks, it covers the 60 central banks. So, the second statement is not correct. Okay, B option is not correct. If B option is not correct, it means your A and C and D option automatically eliminates. Okay, let's say now the headquarters is in Basel. This is also correct statement. Its mission is to serve the central banks of different nations. That is also correct. And BIS act as a bank for the central bank of different nations. Do remember that. Okay, so the right answer will be your B option. A, C and D are correct regarding the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision. Okay, so right answer will be B. How many central banks are there? 60 central banks are there, and when it was established in 1930. And do remember, BIS is the oldest international financial institution established in the year 1930. Okay, next. How can disinvestment be achieved? How can disinvestment be achieved? So, you all have heard about the term disinvestment. This was very in news, very much in the news from the last 1 or 2 years, because we have seen government is doing continuously disinvestment. In budget, government is raising certain fund by doing the disinvestment. So, what is disinvestment? So, first option is saying by issuing bonds. Second is saying by auctioning off the institution, off to institution, by an offer for sale to the public, by a sale to a strategic partner. So, which of the following can become a part of disinvestment, or how the government can do disinvestment? Achha, if we talk about investment, what is investment? When we talk about investment, investment is simply when you are converting your cash into asset. This is your investment. Like you had money, you have invested, you purchase property, you purchase vehicle, you purchase something else. So that is what you are investing your money. So investment is converting cash into asset. And what is disinvestment? When you have an asset and you convert this asset into cash. That will be known as disinvestment. Now this is disinvestment and this is investment. Okay, let's say for example, I had the bungalow. I have to sell that bungalow because I need the cash. So this is what? This is disinvestment. Okay, so whenever government is selling its property, government is selling its assets, that will be known as disinvestment. Okay, now which of the following is the method by which can government do that? Third is C and A. Two options are coming. Good morning, Purna. A and C. What about rest? It's a very simple question. Government is doing disinvestment. Disinvestment is simply you are converting your asset into cash. Okay, you are converting your asset into cash. Now, which of the following method is useful for that? See, if you are issuing bonds now, then what is bond? Bond is a debt instrument. What is bond? Bond is a debt instrument. Debt instrument means if you are issuing bond, it means you are taking loan from the public. If government issues bond, government is not selling its assets. Government is taking loan from the public for a fixed maturity period and government has to pay a fixed rate of interest. So it is obvious bond is not the option to sell your assets. A will not be the right answer. Okay, second is saying auctioning off to the institution. You are auctioning, you are doing auction of your property. That can be a part of disinvestment. Second is saying buy an offer for the sale to the public. That is also you are offering the sale to the public, that if you want you can purchase the asset of the government. Now by a sale to a strategic partner, that is also correct. So B, C and D is correct. So the right answer will be your A. Right answer will be A. B, C and D is correct statement. Okay, so do remember whenever we're talking about disinvestment, disinvestment means simply converting your asset into cash. Okay, and investment means you are converting your cash into asset. Okay, now the next question. So why disinvestment is very much important for government? Why disinvestment is very much important? Or do let me know, is it good for Indian economy or not? Disinvestment is good for economy or not? According to what's your opinion? What's your opinion? Let me know in the comment section. That disinvestment is good for the economy or not? Or do we have another option? Do we have another alternative apart from the disinvestment? Okay, do answer that particular question in the comment section. Let's move to the next question. Which one is not a non-fund based service? So when we talk about banks provide credit facility, which is fund based facility and non-fund based facility. Fund based and non-fund based facilities are there. Okay, so the question is asking which one is not a non-fund based activity or the service. Government property decrease a little bit better. Okay, what about rest? See, these are the types of contexts in which the opinions matter, that how you think, and when you will be able to give your opinion when you know actually the disinvestment, how helping the economy or how this investment is harming the economy. If we talk about disinvestment, right now government do not have any other option, we can say, because see, our fiscal deficit is continuously rising. Okay, fiscal deficit is continuously rising. In that situation, when we talk about that disinvestment is rising, fiscal deficit is rising, in that situation government's burden is rising. So when the burden on government will rise, then the social welfare activities will reduce in the country. So how to reduce this burden of the development on the government, how to reduce this burden of borrowing on the government? But there are two options. Government can borrow the fund from the home or from abroad, or take loan from RBI or take loan from abroad from international organization. Another important part is that government can issue its securities and raise funds from the market. And the next option is government can sell its assets. Now why we are not doing first option, why we are not borrowing money from RBI or abroad? Because already our fiscal deficit is increasing. If you are still taking loan, then your fiscal deficit will keep increasing and the interest payments will increase for the government. That will be a burden. Okay. Second thing, in government securities, when we issue government security, the bulk amount will not be raised from there. Okay, which is the requirement of the government right now. The government needs the capital, government needs the funds. So that's why we are doing disinvestment, that the property remains in the country with the private sector or with the certain strategic partner, but government will have a certain cash at the time, or government will not have to pay back that amount. Okay, that will not create the liability for the government. Fourth is D and B and A. Three options are coming. D, B and A. So when we talk about non-fund based service, it is, which one is not? So right answer will be B, because letter of credit and bank guarantee are non-fund based services, or we can say these are non-fund credit services. Okay, in which simply it means the bank do not have to pay amount in letter of credit or bank guarantee. Bank is just being a mediator to perform a certain trading, to perform a certain contract. Okay, so right answer will be your B option, that is bill discounting. So in bill discounting, bank actually have to give fund. Na? In bill discounting, bank has to give fund to the party who came to the bank for the discounting of bill. But in letter of credit, bank guarantee, bank do not have to pay anything. Now, CIBIL score is 3-digit numeric summary of your credit history. Now, the CIBIL score ranges from which particular numbers? So CIBIL is credit rating agency. Also let me know who regulates the credit rating agency. Credit rating agencies are regulated by whom, let me know. And the next thing is CIBIL is credit rating agency. CIBIL stands for Credit Information Bureau of India Limited. It gives rating to individual persons, and now it also started giving rating to the commercials activity, or we can say corporates. So CIBIL takes the credit history of individual person by checking the loan repayment and credit card repayments. Okay, by checking loan repayments and credit card repayments, what we are seeing that the CIBIL is providing rating to the individual customer. So whenever we go to the bank and apply for a loan, we apply for loan application. In that situation, bank first will check the credit history of yours, and that credit history will be provided by CIBIL. So fifth is C. Everyone is saying fifth will be C option. That is correct. 300 to 900 is the score of CIBIL. So CIBIL gives 3-digit numeric value, or CIBIL gives 3 digits score. Okay. Now it is regulated by SEBI. Very good. All the credit rating agencies are regulated by SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. Right. So SEBI is the regulatory body of investment market already. Okay. So it regulates capital market, it regulates credit rating agency, it regulates joint capitalist, it regulates the foreign institutional investment, foreign portfolio investment. All these comes under the SEBI. Okay. All the investment methods. Now, which of the following is our objective of merger? So you have to tell the objective of mergers. Which of the following is objective of merger? So first statement is saying diversify the areas of activities, achieve optimum size of business. Second is saying remove certain key factors and other bottlenecks of input supplies. Third is saying improve profitability. Fourth is saying serve the customer better. Or fifth is saying all of the above. So which of the following statement is correct regarding mergers? So when we talk about mergers, there are other terms also. Mergers, acquisition, amalgamation, joint venture. These are the terms which keeps in the news, which already stay in the news. So when we talk about let's say acquisition. Acquisition, when one company acquires the another company, that will be acquisition. It means one company is taking over the another, that is acquisition. When it comes to the joint venture, in joint venture what happens? Two companies work together only on a single project. When two companies work together on a single project, and their remaining projects will be handled by the separate companies only. Okay, but they two working on the same project for only one project, and that will be known as joint venture. Okay, when the project will be ended, they will be separate with each other. Okay, apart from that, if we talk about amalgamation, amalgamation in which we are amalgamating two or more than two companies with each other, and it forms a new company. When the new company will be formed, that will be known as your amalgamation. Now what is merger? When two companies work together, that is your merger. Now the amalgamation is okay, that if you are doing amalgamation, then A and B, if you are doing amalgamation of A and B company, you will get C company. Always the new company will be formed in the case of amalgamation. But if we talk about merger, if A and B company is getting merged, so it can be individual A, it can be individual B, or it can be individual AB. Okay, same situation happen with the acquisition. Same thing happens with the acquisition, and same things happens with the merger. So what is the difference between merger and acquisition? You can easily understand the amalgamation already, because the new company will be formed every time. If you merge A, B and C, then the D company will be formed. Then what is the difference between acquisition and merger? So the difference here is that in merger, 100% asset liability will be merged together. Okay, you do not, if the company is merged with another company, you do not have the option ki I only want the asset, I don't want the liability of the company. If you are merging each other, then you have to merge 100% asset and liability. But when it comes to the acquisition, in acquisition, the acquiring company has the right that it can tell what it wants to acquire or what it do not wants to acquire. That will be known as your acquisition. Okay. Now, joint venture is simply when the companies are working together on single project will be your joint venture. So everyone, not everyone, some are saying E, only one person has said D, okay, or rest are saying E, okay. Right answer will be E, all of the above. All of the above are the objectives of doing merger, or we can say the benefits after doing merger. These are the benefits you will get. Okay, so right answer will be E. Now next, mobile banking offers the following functions. Which of the following will be offered by mobile banking? So if we talk about mobile banking, first is saying balance inquiry can be done with the help of mobile banking. Withdrawal of cash anywhere in India will be done. Third is saying transfer of funds from an account to another account can be done. Statement of account for a specific period can be taken. So which of the following activities can be done with the help of mobile banking? A, B, C or D? Let me know. Which of the following functions can be performed? Okay, Madhu is saying C. What about rest? Kritik is saying C. Okay, everyone is going with the C option. Achha, what is mobile banking? Is there any difference between mobile banking and internet banking? Or we can say online banking? Is there any difference between these two? Mobile banking and internet banking, is there any difference? Seventh is A, C and D. Okay. That's not even in the option. Okay, Raj is saying A, rest are going with C. And Soma Shekhar is saying A, C and D. Okay. See, first of all, mobile banking, internet or online banking, when we are talking about, these are different. Okay. Mobile banking is the type of banking when you are using a certain top-up. Like for example, *123 hash, *99 hash, that is USSD, that is *99 hash. Okay. In which you do not have to require the internet. You don't need an internet connection, but you can be able to check the certain things on your bank account. You can check your balance, you can check your last 10 transactions, etc. Okay. But in internet banking, everything can be done. You can check your balance, you can transfer your funds from one account to another account, you can check your history, etc. But in internet banking and online banking, you need a connection of internet. Okay, without internet connection, you will not be able to perform the banking services. But in mobile banking, like we used to do recharge in the telecom sectors, now we used to do recharge in our phones. Like a *123 hash, then one pop-ups came up, one for balance inquiry, 2 for top-up or 3 for another offers, etc. So that kind of top-up will be open in the mobile banking when you use a certain numbers. It was used by earlier under USSD *99 hash that provide the certain services of mobile banking. So the right answer will be online, only the balance inquiry. You can't withdraw the money by mobile banking. You can't transfer from with the help of mobile banking. Now, those who are saying mobile banking will be used in the transfer of money, that is not mobile banking. If you are using mobile application, then you are using internet banking. You are using mobile application to transfer money, and to transfer money, you need internet connection. So that is your internet banking. So not transfer, not statements. So what you can do, balance inquiry. You can check last 10 years statement. Okay, last 10 years, last 10 transactions you can check in the online mobile banking, but not the whole statement. Okay. Now, next. So, this is a question regarding your case study. This is the question based on the case study pattern. Okay. So, question is saying Mumbai branch of Punjab National Bank issued a fixed deposit of ₹3 lakh for 5 years. For how many years? For 5 years. In the name of Mr. Rahul, who raises a loan of ₹1 lakh against the fixed deposit receipt. So, one FD has been done of ₹3 lakh on the name of Mr. Rahul for the next 5 years. Okay. And he has taken loan of amount 1 lakh on this fixed deposit receipt. Now, what he is saying, with a view to meet the existence at the later stage, he comes for the addition of the name of his son as he is not keeping good health for few months. So, he has taken loan on FD. Okay, FD is on the name of the Mr. Rahul, and he has taken loan on that. FD's duration is 5 years. Now, he is feeling that he is not well in context to health. So, he wants to transfer the FD on the name of the son. Okay, so what action can be taken here? First is saying the deposit, the request of the depositor will be accepted being a genuine reason. Second is the request will be accepted since the addition is for his son's name only. The request will be accepted since the FDR is to mature after a long time. The request cannot be accepted till the loan is outstanding. So which of the following is correct? Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? What action will be taken? Now those candidates who are live in the session, do like the session once. Immediately like the session. 8th is D, okay. Everyone is going with the D option. Yeah, right answer will be your D, that the request cannot be accepted till the loan is outstanding. If you had not paid the loan, then the request will not be accepted. Okay, so right answer will be D. Very good. So let me know how many questions you have given answer correct out of 8. Out of 8, how many questions answer you have given correct? Now the new batch for the November and December exam, for JAIIB exam, new target batch is going to start from, already started from 16th of August. So this batch is started on 16th of August. Here the PPB class will start from 5th of September. So those who wanted to enroll in the paid batch but was not able to join the first paid batch or second paid batch, now the third paid batch is there for your target batch for November, December JAIIB exam. Okay, and to enroll in this particular batch, you can use a code Y496 and you can get 78% discount here. And if you want only individual subject batch, that is also available, like PPB individual batch is available, AFB is available, LRB is available. So you can use the same code and get the 78% discount if you are only giving an individual subject paper. Okay, so this is the new batch starting from 16th of August. Apart from that, test series is also available to practice, maximum practice. Total 50 plus tests will be available for your June and November and December JAIIB exam. So to enroll in this particular pack, you can use the code Y496S and you will get maximum discount here. And last but not the least, Maha packs are there which help you to cover all the live batches, all the recorded videos. Apart from that, all the ebooks, test series, everything will be available in a single window. Okay, and as we know, after qualifying the exam in November, December of JAIIB, you are going to give the CAIIB exam, right? So it will be better for you if you go with the CAIIB and JAIIB ka Maha pack, because it will be available for you till the next 12 months validity and it will cover your CAIIB also. Okay, so this is all for today. If you are new to the Officers at 24/7 channel, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. And okay, out of 8, 7, 6 and 7, that's a good score. Okay, that's a very good score. So let's end the session here. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay, so thank you all for joining the session and stay safe.